Welcome back, dear children. Now we left in this session, right, in this slide. Now the clocks ticked on. Ray calmly wrote another message. Even though Ray was filled with fear and anger, he didn't show anything and he calmly wrote another message. First message was, "May I help you?" And the second message was, "Have you come to pick up a clock or a watch?" Then he pointed out the lone board filled with hanging clocks. See here, lone board was there, right? So who pointed out? The customer. The customer pointed out the lone board filled with hanging clocks. And what happens then? Hanging clocks and pocket watches. He was not a pawnbroker. So only pawnbrokers will give loan, okay, will give money, etc. But he was not a pawnbroker. He was a shopkeeper. In shop, only selling is possible. There is no chance of giving money, right? Not a pawnbroker. But at the same time, couldn't say no to the needy people. Since Ray was very kind-hearted, he don't like to say no to the needy people. Actually, if they are in need of money, Mr. Ray will help them out. Okay. So no to the needy people who place their old watches or clocks before him for anything they could get. So what the people will do, the needy people will come to Ray's shop. They will give their watches or clocks and get money worth for it. Okay. He loaned more than he should. So whatever he is earning, more than that he likes to give. And whatever is the worth of that watch or worth of that clock, even beyond that he will give money. They would be there when the owners wanted them back. So immediately it will be there in the shop for all time. Whenever they want it back, they can come and repay the money. They can get the watches or the clocks back at the same price he had paid with no interest. That is what is the main thing. Pawnbrokers will have interest, isn't it? They will give only for interest amount. But here this shopkeeper will give at the same price he had paid with no interest. Okay. Children, shall we read this again? He was not a pawnbroker, but at the same time couldn't say no to the needy people who place their old watches or clocks before him for anything they could get. Okay, for the money which they want. He loaned more than he should. He gave more money than what others are giving. They would be there when the owners wanted them back. So the watches will be there in the shop itself. Whenever the owners need that watch, the watch owners who gave that watch, isn't it? If I am having the watch, I am the owner of that watch. If I want that watch back, then I will go and get that watch back with the same amount which he had paid to me, right, with no interest. Then the older man seems to feel a little easier. So now he feels little comfortable. Who feels? The customer feels little bit comfortable. Took out his hand from his pocket. What is there in his hand, in his pocket? A gun is there, isn't it? A gun was there in his pocket. So he feels restless with the gun. With what attitude, with what intention he came inside the shop? He thought of stealing money. But now he feels little bit comfortable. Okay. So took out his hands from his pocket and quickly looked at the watch on his wrist. "How much will you give me for this?" he asked. Can you able to see the watch in his hand? How much will you give me for this? The man wrote in the notepad. So, see, now here you have to understand that if the customer, okay, is not feeling comfortable, that means what? Mr. Ray, the old man, the clock shop owner, if he is talking unnecessarily, okay, then there might be a problem and the gun may be used for a different cause. Now, since Mr. Ray was very silent, calm and good-hearted, right, there is a smooth situation. The customer is also feeling comfortable. Ray is also on the safer side, right. Ray noticed that a little shame in the grey eyes looking at him. Now, this Ray, old man in the shopkeeper, he noticed a little bit of shame that pricking will be there, no? They came to steal. So that will be seen in the eyes. A little bit of shame in the grey eyes looking at him. So, oh God, should I come here to steal? Why this thought came to my mind? All these guilty feeling is there in the shopper, that is customer's eyes. That Ray noticed that. Okay, the watch was nothing special and yet had great powers. See, for example, a small watch is there that may cost only 200 or 500 rupees. But who gave that watch matters a lot. Suppose your father gave that as a gift for you for getting first rank or first prize in a competition, something like that. It is a memorable gift for you. So that has great powers, that has more value. So you will keep that gift as a valuable thing for you, since it is a gift given by your father on a great occasion, maybe on a first rank, maybe for a competition, getting first in a competition. So it had great powers for that. No matters how much is the cost of the watch, it matters a lot that the value, okay. It was something to exchange, a way out of a bad situation. Knowing that great need had brought the man to his shop in the first place. So Ray noticed a little shame in the grey eyes looking at him. So Ray noticed that guiltiness in that person. The watch he gave, isn't it? It was nothing special for the shopkeeper, but for the customer it may had a great value. That is what, and it had great powers. It was something to exchange. Now they are exchanging money. That watch with the money. Okay, can you able to see watch in this hand and in the next hand money is exchanged. A way out of a bad situation. So here what is a bad situation? If this doesn't happen, then there would be a chance of fight using that gun. Knowing that great need. So knowing the great need of this customer, Ray had brought the man to his shop in the first place. Ray asked, how much do you need for it? So immediately the old man understood what is his need and he asked how much you need for it. The reply came back on the notepad, whatever it's worth. So whatever it's worth. Ray reached into his cash box, pulled out a $50 note and passed it into the man's hand. As they shook hands, Ray looked into the man's eyes. They seemed to say, thank you. So Ray reached his into his cash box, pulled out a $50 note. See here, $50 note is there, and passed it into the man's hand. As they shook hands, shake is present tense and shook is past tense. Okay, shake is present tense. So they shake hands, they shook hands is past tense. Ray looked into the man's eyes. They seemed to say thank you. Now the shopkeeper and the customer both were satisfied. Customer is saying thank you to the shopkeeper. They both knew the watch was not worth that much. The given watch was not worth $50, but even then, the shopkeeper, Mr. Ray, was giving him $50 to understand, to fulfill his needs. Before turning to leave, the man wrote. Who wrote? The man, that is the customer, wrote, I will be back to pick it up as soon as I can. Merry Christmas. I will be back to pick it up as soon as I can. Merry Christmas. So these are the wordings of the customers. Right? Is it clear here? So they both knew the watch was not worth for $50. Even then, the shopkeeper, Mr. Ray, is giving $50 to the customer, and the customer was feeling very happy. Right. This little story ended on the half an hour. So this happened for half an hour in the clock shop. Right. Now all the clocks are striking together. So the little story ended on the half hour with the clocks striking all together. The timepieces which had been looking on silently all the while. So here in the clock shop, see, so many clocks are there, isn't it? All the clocks are watching out what is happening, okay, inside the shop. The timepieces which had been looking on silently all the while rang out the time with such a feeling that even Ray thought he could hear them. That means fully everything, all the watches rang out time. So Ray will not hear, he is deaf, isn't it? Even he could hear that much of sound. Full clock started, if started making noise at the time, at the same time, what happens? Can you bear it? No. Their sweet musical message was filled with hope. Okay, all these musics are filled with hope. Usually Christmas is the time where full sharing and caring, that will be the main theme for the Christmas. That is why they are sharing their gift. They will care the young ones, okay, they will care their relatives, they will care their dearest ones, everybody, and so much of hope and confidence will be there. To have that confidence and hope only, Christmas Eve is celebrated every year. The message, the timeless message of peace on earth, goodwill towards all. See the message? Peace on earth, goodwill towards all was felt by the three men who stood in the clock shop. Suppose you think in the other way. What is the moral of the story, dear, actually? Moral of the story is, what is the moral? Peace on earth, goodwill towards all. So all these were felt by the three men who stood in the old clock shop. Who are the three men? The shopkeeper, Mr. Ray, and the old man, and the man who is standing outside the door. Okay, so that is the end of the story. Thank you so much.